India finally has a data protection law. But does Big Brother now have an all-access pass? What's up, thinkers? Welcome back to Codex Awakening. Today we're ripping the mask off the Digital Personal Data Protection Act, 2023, and asking the question nobody in power wants you to ask. Did we just legalize mass surveillance? Let's cut straight to the truth. August 2023. The DPDPA lands after 7 long years of drafts, debates, and withdrawals. Everyone cheered. Historic moment. First personal data law in India. Finally, some rights against corporations, right? Wrong. Buried inside this landmark legislation are 2 clauses that turn the entire law into Swiss cheese for the government. Section 17, subsection 2, and subsection 4. Remember those numbers. They're the getaway car. 17.2 lets the government completely exempt any agency from every single provision of the Act if it claims it's needed for security of the state, public order, or friendly relations with foreign states. That list is so broad, it can cover literally anything. And guess what? There is zero requirement of necessity or proportionality. Zero judicial oversight written into the clause itself. Compare that to Europe. GDPR Article 23 allows restrictions, but only when strictly necessary, proportionate, and subject to independent oversight. India? We didn't even pretend. Then comes 17.4. The government can notify any private company, your bank, your telecom, your health app, and say, you are now exempt from giving users their rights when we ask for their data for permits, licenses, or benefits. Translation: the state just gave itself a master key to every database in the country. But here's what should terrify you. This isn't even new power. It's permanent, legalized, unlimited power. Before DPDPA, surveillance ran on 2 colonial-era laws, the Telegraph Act of 1885 and the IT Act of 2000. Executive officers could authorize interception with basically no meaningful review. Pegasus showed us exactly how that works in practice. The Supreme Court in Puttaswamy 2017 screamed from the rooftops, privacy is fundamental. Pass a proper surveillance reform law. Put safeguards, independent oversight, proportionality tests. What did we get instead? A data protection law that quietly blesses the exact same broken system. Section 17.5 of the DPDPA actually says, in plain English, nothing in this act shall affect lawful interception under any other law. They wrote the disclaimer themselves, so the old surveillance regime stays untouched, unaccountable, and now wrapped in the comforting lie that we have a privacy law now. Previous versions of the bill, 2019 Personal Data Protection Bill, at least pretended to care. They had a clause requiring surveillance laws to be amended to include safeguards. That clause was deleted, gone, vanished. The Justice Sri Krishna Committee, 2018, begged for an independent oversight body for surveillance. Ignored. The Joint Parliamentary Committee, in 2021, again recommended surveillance reform alongside data protection. Ignored. Result? Government agencies can continue bulk collection, real-time interception, and facial recognition rollouts without any statutory check. And now here's the sick twist. The DPDPA actually expands government reach in some ways, because now every company has to build data retention and access pipelines that comply with the Act. Pipelines the government can tap at will thanks to the exemptions. We just forced the entire private sector to become better informants. Your data is safer from Google, but wide open to the state. This isn't a data protection law. This is a Data Extraction Facilitation Act, dressed up as progress. Real privacy would have looked like this. Narrow exemptions, judicial warrants for surveillance, independent oversight board, mandatory transparency reports, criminal penalties for abuse. Instead, we got a law that protects corporations from each other while handing the government a blank check. So what happens next? Nothing changes until we demand surveillance reform that is separate, strong, and non-negotiable. Until then, every message you send, every health record, every location ping, it's all fair game. We didn't get privacy, we got permission. If this video made your blood run cold, smash the like button for Codex Awakening right now. It tells the algorithm to wake more people up. Drop a comment. Do you trust the government with this much power? I read every single one. Turn on notifications. Next week, we're exposing something even darker. Stay awake, stay free. This is Codex Awakening. See you in the next one.